همونطوری که در برنامه ایران زمین خدمتتون اعلام کردم، با کوشش‌ها و تلاش‌های بی‌دریغ آقای دکتر موریدی، نماینده ایرانی منطقه ریچموند هیل در پارلمان آنتاریو، اولین روز بهار در تقویم‌های دولت آنتاریو به نام روز نوروز نامگذاری شد که توجه شما رو به گوشه‌هایی از تصویب این قطعنامه در پارلمان آنتاریو جلب می‌کنم.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to move this resolution today, which reads that in the opinion of this House, the government of Ontario must demonstrate in its promotion of diversity the acknowledgement of the first day of spring, which may be any time between March 20th to the 22nd, as Norooz.
Mr. Moridi, pursuant to Standing Order 96, you have up to 10 minutes. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Norooz is the ancient Iranian festival of spring. In harmony with rebirth of nature, the celebrations begin at the exact moment of the vernal equinox, commencing the start of the spring. Norooz is the new year among Iranians and always begins on the first day of spring, which may be any time from March 20th to March 22nd, at the exact moment when the sun enters Aries. Norooz ceremonies are symbolic representations of the ancient concept of rebirth. At the beginning of spring, the festival of Norooz signifies rebirth, hope, peace, and prosperity, and is a time of great joy and celebration. The name comes from Avestan, meaning a new day, and was officially acknowledged and named Norooz by mythical Persian Emperor Jamshid Shah.
The member for Thornhill.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am pleased to rise in this House on behalf of the diverse residents of my riding of Thornhill and the Progressive Conservative Party to speak to the issue of recognizing the first day of spring as Norooz. And the first comment that I have is, what a civilized idea. Our idea in this chamber, for most of us, of celebrating the new year is popping a bottle of champagne about 12 o'clock plus 1 second on January the 1st. And looking outside into the dead of winter and saying, let's celebrate. I find that rather hard. This is a refreshing idea. The first day of spring is New Year, because I think most of us feel renewed at this time of year. And civilized indeed, because as my friend from Richmond Hill has said, this dates back thousands of years, and so it's built into a civilization. It's an interesting holiday. It is a tradition of Persian people to celebrate the New Year in this way. They attend around the world, Iranian, Turkic peoples of all kinds. And in fact, I myself had the opportunity to attend Norooz celebrations earlier this week, and I thank the member from Richmond Hill for his hospitality extended to me in his riding, which this event was attended by people from Richmond Hill, which features a prominent Persian community, as well as people from my own riding of Thornhill and other ridings, primarily in the northern 416 and the southern 905 region, where a lot of Persian peoples live. I wish them all Norooz Mubarak and the best for the year ahead. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The celebration as spiritual dimension, a particular sense of secular authority. The celebration is organized according to the dynamics of love between the Creator and His creation, the material world. The annual return of the spirits of the departed to their homes is celebrated by their offspring according to ancient rites, of which only a faint trace remains among the Persians and the Parsis of today, but that in no way diminishes the importance of the bond which is refreshed at every Norooz. The word Norooz is a compound of two Persian words, now, which has the same root as the English word new and means new, and the word rooz, which means both day and time, literally meaning the new day. Norooz is usually translated as New Year. The Persian Norooz begins on the first day of spring, usually the 21st of March. The 21st of March, therefore, is equal to the first day of Farvardin. Jewish, Zoroastrian, Armenian, and Turkish Iranians and Central Asians celebrate the Norooz with the same enthusiasm and sense of belonging. Perhaps it is this very universal nature of the message of Norooz that speaks to its wealth of rites and customs, as well as to it being identified as a unique front of the continuity of the Iranian culture. It is indeed an honor to rise today to speak to this motion. Norooz, as we know, is a joyous celebration of renewal and a hope for the future, bringing family, friends, and community members together to mark the new year and to mark spring. After the winter we just experienced, I'm more than happy to support this. It is this rich history and diversity of these people and tradition that makes our province strong and vibrant. New Democrats are committed to ensuring that all Ontarians have the freedom and opportunity to benefit from the possibilities we have here. This includes maintaining good jobs, a healthy economy, protecting publicly funded high-quality health care and education systems, and fighting for a living wage. We hope that Norooz marks a renewed effort to work hand-in-hand to make positive changes in our province with our government and with our opposition. To all of those observing this day, New Democrats extend their best wishes for a healthy and prosperous New Year. Norooz, Itan Mubarak. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is with much delight, Mr. Speaker, that I take this opportunity to extend my support to my colleague MPP Dr. Reza Moridi, member for Richmond Hill, my parents' member, represents my family, to support his motion that the House resolves that the first day of spring be proclaimed as Norooz, the Iranian New Year. I think this is a wonderful initiative, and I so appreciate him bringing it to us. I'm so pleased to speak to this motion, Mr. Speaker, because I'm certain that there are constituents, so many constituents in my riding of Don Valley West, who've just completed the festivities of Norooz, that would join me in supporting this motion. And so it's with their energy and their support that I come forward today to speak to this.
Iran, since the 1950s, has gone through many upheavals. The overthrow of Mohammad Mossadegh, the revolution against the Shah, the war with Iraq, and in each instance, Mr. Speaker, we have had people come from Iran of talent, of ability, who've built this society, who've enriched it, and in this motion today are introducing another part of their culture into the larger mainstream culture of this province. We've benefited tremendously, and I think it's to our advantage here in this legislature to support this resolution and make this part of Ontario's fabric. Thank you, Speaker.
Speaker, within the community, Persians are making significant contributions in the area of academia and science, business and arts. In fact, many businesses in Willowdale are owned by Iranian Canadians, and they are engineering businesses, importing businesses, manufacturing businesses. I've attended many Iranian-Canadian business networking sessions. Speaker, there's also a very, very significant presence of Iranian, Persian, Canadian scholars, professors, trained at the master's levels and the PhD levels. They're at York University, the University of Toronto, Ryerson, and other universities throughout Ontario and Canada. A tremendous contribution to recognizing our multicultural society. Acceptance and recognition of cultural holidays enables citizens to keep their identities, to take pride in their ancestry. It creates a deep, deep sense of belonging. And with that deep, deep sense of belonging and that deep, deep recognition that recognition of Norooz will provide to the Iranian Persian community, we are recognizing that contribution that they make to our society here. Thank you, Speaker.
I was forced to do some research, and I thank you for that, and I thank you for bringing your culture to our province.
We should always also think that there is a spiritual reality that is just as powerful as when we look at our reality through our senses. So there's two ways to look at the world. Norooz, when we think of spring. Norooz, when we think of fire and expansion. Norooz, when we think of newness in life. Norooz, when we think of newness within ourselves. Norooz, the great principle of the ancient times of Persia. And so, my friends, I say today that as we celebrate Norooz, we must not only look at the physical world alone, but we must look at the spiritual foundation, which is just as real, because we, through consciousness, Persia talked about this, through consciousness, are bringing as much to reality as is out there by itself. And so, when the two come together, the physical and the spiritual, we have a great feast called Norooz. And to that, we want to congratulate the 200,000 people of Ontario who are celebrating this great feast, because they remind us that we are not only physical, but we also have a spiritual dimension to our life. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Further debate? Further debate? There being none, Mr. Moridi, you have 2 minutes to respond.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to thank all the honourable members from Thornhill, Hamilton East, Stony Creek, Don Valley West, Halton, Toronto, Danforth, Willowdale, Simcoe Grey, and Davenport, who spoke about this resolution today.